looking back when you were a young leftist, you want to do right, you're thinking noble and money, people are all they greed and all they care about is money, and the Shah and all this stuff, how evil he is, and Mark Bad Omrika and all this stuff that's going on, right? Do you now regret, and are you at a point where you're able to say, if the revolution didn't happen and the Shah stayed there, the Middle East would not only be more at peace, but millions of other people would still be alive? Are you comfortable saying that if the Shah stayed and they still ruled, not allowing the revolution to happen with Khomeini, it'd be a lot more peaceful place?
Yes.
You can say that.
Yeah, I can say that. I believe in democracy right now. And Shah was a military dictator, yes, but he was secular. And he was like the other dictators in Middle East right now. Look at Mohammed bin Salman or King Abdullah or the others in that region of the world. But by the way, he was working, he believed in modern world, in modernity, in, running the country in the way of the joining the modern world. But this regime, Islamic Republic, is a regime that is against modern world. This is one of the main reasons that now Iran has gone backward. And a revolutionary regime is, and totalitarian regime, I have to say, is much more brutal than a simple dictatorship. So, yes, you're right. Let me put it on this way. I believe in democracy. But if you tell me that, okay, you have only two choices, forget about democracy, you can't reach democracy, but you have only two choices. First, a military dictator like Shah, that is toward the modern world, or an Islamic regime like Islamic Republic of Iran against modern world. Which one do you choose? Definitely I choose the first one.
How many people died directly or indirectly while the Shah was in charge and he was developing Iran and making it more modernized, making it more industrialized, the relationships he was creating with Israel, with Saudi, with Iraq? Even you said yourself that Saddam Hussein said, hey, you got to leave my country, Khomeini, because I have a treaty with the Shah and we have a good treaty here, so we're good. Mm. How many people did he kill? Like, if you're saying, the Shah did what he did, what were the worst events that took place in the Middle East under Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi?
Inside Iran, in the region, fortunately, we did not have any war during the Shah.
That's very powerful what you just said right there.
Unless that Shah intervened in Oman, sent the troops to Oman to suppress the communist rebels in Oman. Army of the Shah was fighting over there. But no, Iran was not involved in any war during Mohammad Reza Shah. But his father, Reza Shah, came to power after World War I. That Iran was invaded by foreign troops, Russians, Ottomans, British troops. And in that event, totally about 1/3 of Iranian population lost their lives. About population of Iran was about 8.5 million on those days, and 2 million lost their lives before Reza Shah. During the period that we had a failed state in Iran, after Constitution Revolution, because we had a Constitution Revolution 110 years ago, very similar to French Revolution in Iran. People died because of many things, disease, Spanish flu, typhoid.
That's not what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking
about. Anyway, during the Shah, those Pahlavi dynasty, let's say father and son, Reza Shah and Muhammad Reza Shah, estimation shows about 3,500 people maybe were killed. Some people tried to find out that how many people were executed.
Think about what you just said.
Were killed.
Think about what you just said. It's very important because we're talking about from 25 to 79, okay, give or take, right? If we look at imperialist state of Iran, Hezarno Sadr Bistopanj to 1979, 54 years, 3,500, give or take is what you're saying, right? Keep, and then you think about around the Middle East, what the tensions were like. You know, and you know how they say, you know, Iran is the agent of chaos and they, you know, all this other stuff, IRGC and what they've done. And some of that is true of what took place. But that wasn't the case under the Shah. So when I have a lot of people here like Reza Aslan, I don't know if you should, I'm sure you know who Reza Aslan is. If you don't, he used to be with CNN and he did a lot of different things. This fellow right here, who is a very educated guy, wrote a book called Zealot, and he's written a lot of books that have done well. He himself, his family escaped Iran after the Shah, and he still can't stand the Shah, right? But he sits there and says, look, it was a better place under the Shah than it was now. I go through this because I'm curious. I'm born October 1878. So I'm an October 1870, Mehre Bishishom. I'm an October 1878 baby. My dad's taking my mother to the hospital. Water breaks. Curfew. They hold my dad up. What are you doing? It's 10 o'clock at night. You know you can't be outside. My wife is pregnant. Baby is due. Can you take? They escort my mom to the hospital, and then I'm born, right? At the height of tensions and chaos.
He was born with the revolution.
I was born with the revolution. I came out with the revolution energy, right? Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.